All right, De'Aaron, how was your first All-Star game experience?
I'm stiff. No, it was cool to be able to just go through this weekend, go through this experience. I'm grateful.
What do you think Mike Brown would say about the defense that was played out there?
He would. It'd be a long film session tomorrow. It would definitely be a long film session tomorrow.
What was your goal coming into today? Because I know you said you didn't want to play that much. Just get out there, mix it up with some guys. What was it?
Did a little bit of cardio in. That's pretty much it. But I think for me, it was more so just doing everything, around the All-Star game. And I think that's why the festivities are what they are. You have stars kind of just going through, walking through. You're able to humanize people. So I think we had fun this weekend.
Did you think you'd have more of an impact than you did?
Me? No. I didn't expect to make an impact.
What happened on that dunk?
I don't know. I was just trying to get a point, and sometimes you miss.
Were you indecisive on layup or dunk on that one?
I was a little bit, but it is.
Anybody give you a hard time for that?
About the dunk?
Yeah.
No, but Laurie was like looking at the score, telling me to score. So I'm cool.
What'd you think about getting split up with Domas being on opposite teams?
I mean, I think there was always going to be a big chance that it was going to happen. It's not a lot really looking into it.
What did you make of the draft process overall, though?
We were here far too long.
I gotta imagine you can't even remember the last time you weren't the first guy picked. What was it like sitting up there waiting to hear your name?
It was what it was. I mean, there's 24 guys, 24 of the best players, not only in the NBA but in the world. So, regardless if you were the last pick, I mean, they were trying to make it to where no one would be the last pick, which doesn't make sense. But at the end of the day, I mean, you're still one of the best players in the world, so it doesn't matter.
What was your favorite moment just overall this weekend, maybe in that game?
Probably just getting here, just being announced as an All-Star. I feel like I think before the practice and then before they did the draft, I would say that was probably the best moment for me.
I know Mike Brown's got you guys practicing on Tuesday. That doesn't leave a lot of free time for you. What do you?
Well, I'm leaving as soon as we're done, so I'll be in Sacramento. What time is it right now? Hopefully before midnight there. So I'm getting out of here.
How about that moment, just being introduced tonight as an All-Star? What did that mean to you?
It was dope. I mean, had a lot of friends that were able to watch, and for me, that was a really big moment for me. I think the next big moment for me would be once we're, hopefully in the playoffs, and you're playing on TV. I feel like that'll be the bigger moment for me.
If you had your way, would you have preferred to have been on the same team with Domas, or would you have rather been on?
It didn't matter. It really didn't matter. We spent a lot of time together because we were in the locker room before we did the draft, so we spent a lot of time together anyways.
You mentioned the playoffs. How quickly does your mind turn into these last 25 games?
Oh, I'm done with this. As soon as the game was over, as soon as I checked out for what I knew would be the last, I'm like, there's no fourth quarter Fox tonight, so don't expect that and leave me on the bench right now. So it's a quick turnaround for me. Like I said, I'm headed back to Sac tonight. I'm ready to just be geared up for the last part of the season.
Was there any acknowledgement of the race with some of the players that are on teams that you're racing with? Any talk about that?
Not necessarily, but guys have definitely just talked about the way that the season's going. And obviously, we have a lot of back-to-back, so we're going to be in a gauntlet for the rest of the year. Actually, it's funny, I didn't know who we were playing, but Dan was like, we play them, and then PG. I think their first game is against us while we're on a back-to-back. So we know that the schedule's going to be tough, but for us, it's what you prepare for.
I know you and Tatum are close. What was your opinion of him making history tonight and what he did?
It was great, man. I've known him since elementary school. Whenever he missed the first free throw, I was like, he's scared to get the record. So yeah, he ended up getting that, and it was great to just be able to witness it.
Yeah, what'd you think of Mac McClung last night?
Oh man, I mean, obviously I'm a younger guy, so like Instagram, Twitter, like that's all we were on especially when I was like in college in my first year in the league. So I remember him breaking Allen Iverson's record when he was in high school in the state of Virginia. I mean, he's more than just a dunker. I think if he's able to get that opportunity to be on the NBA floor, I think he'll be able to show what he can do.
One word to describe his performance last night?
I would say memorable. And I think a lot of it obviously has to do with the dunks that he did, but with the story that went along with it. And a lot of y'all probably didn't even know he broke Allen Iverson's scoring record in the state of Virginia. Like these are things that the common fan doesn't really know. And I mean, I'm not too much older than him, so like I was still keeping up with high school kids at that time.
Fox, what did you think about Herter last night? I know that was kind of a rough go.
Yeah, Malik. Y'all know Malik said something in the group, so but for us, I mean, it is what it is. I think Kev's more of a jump shooter rather than like a spot up shooter. I think those type of shots really aren't, built for 3-point contests. But I think he could, if he did it again, I think he would do a much better job than he did this time. But at the end of the day, I think he's disappointed in himself. We don't really give a fuck.
Right.
We want you to make shots in the game, and he's shooting almost 40%. So we want to keep going.
You had a quick embrace with Domas before the game actually, or before you two checked in. Was there any trash talk said, or just great to be here? What's going on?
It was really just great for us to be here. I think on his warm-up, you can see like he was skills champion, 3-time All-Star. So that's kind of something I want to try to add to my resume.
Fox, did you reflect on this now that you're on your way out? What to be recognized?
Say it again.
As you reflect on this on the way out, to be recognized just among the best players in the league, what you've worked so hard for this. What does it mean to you?
Yeah, I think that was for me. That was the bigger thing, rather than even just playing in the All-Star game or scoring or whatever it is. Just being able to be recognized as one of those players in this league, regardless if you're a 1-time All-Star or a 20-time All-Star. These are things that you'll remember for the rest of your life.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.